guys, I'm here for the first time kid building. I will be talking about Lego sets I have already built and Lego sets I've came up on myself with no directions. So let's get started. First we'll talk about the blue car. It could do a lot of things. It could flip that up by flicking that back. It could flip up the doors by flicking this back. And you could open the engine. Well, that's not actually the engine spot. It's opposite. So the trunk, where you usually put your stuff, is the engine, and the front is where you put the stuff. So you could see there that there is no engine in there. And then when you flick this back, it opens the doors, and then you could open this and see the engine. And the details inside are really good. And you could also open up the window to move the seats and stuff. So the blue car was a easier build, but it still took me like 2 hours, 3 hours to build it. I say it's a good Lego set to have. It's fun. So now we will be moving on to a Lego TIE Fighter Advance. This one was a hard build. The center wasn't the hardest, it was actually the wings that required like 100 pieces each. So you are able to open it up from the top, and there's two guys in here. One in the front, and one in the back. And there is flick fire missiles, and there is this to represent a gun that they had on the top in one of the movies. So let me put this back, and we will look at one of the things I built on my own. So let me get one. This guy. I like to call this guy Robot Guy. I haven't found a name yet for him, but I just call him that for now. So these will move back like that, and his head moves, and his arms and fingers. Only the feet move, not the legs. It's really easy to break. I've had to fix it multiple times already. So this one is really cool, but the jetpack you could take off if you want, but I like to just keep it on. So this required like 30 minutes building it, but it was like really fun afterwards. I used it to destroy the town. I used it to destroy the town I made. And it was honestly really fun in the end. So we will do another thing that I built. Oh, and yes, I did build the town on my own. It took me a little bit, but it was worth it. Now I'll move on to a remote control Lego set. So this is kind of like this car, but this one's remote control and it's Titanic, so it's not as easy as Legos. It honestly was harder to build. It took me much longer than this, but in the end it was really fun. Let me show you something. And it's really flexible. So the doors can open. Not well, but they still can. You can open up the back and see the engine that makes the car move. And that's pretty much what this car does. Not much. But it took much longer than the regular Lego set. Let me just put this back. So let me show you another thing I built on my own. This fell apart, so let me put this back on. So I like to call this the alien spaceship. you could, so there's two aliens that pilot it. The gunner and the flyer. I use this to connect the airway and the gas to make it fly. The lights for the flyers right here, the two doors go up. And this alien has a space gun. And I built this one on myself. It's really cool. Oh, and there's a shooting thing for the driver. Just put that away. And then I used this other spaceship to fight against it. So this spaceship, the guns can move. I haven't put any stuff inside it yet, but you can see the inside from the back because there's windows. So I use those two to fight, and so maybe on my next video I'll actually use them to fight. I might throw them at each other. So now let me go on to another thing that I built. Let me put this car back. So this was one set. Oops, where did this come from? So this is one set. This is the racetrack. It comes with two cars. This car, it took longer to build than this car. So this could fit two people. It has storage back here. That's where I put the wrench. And the back tail fin can move. That. So yeah, there's not much to it, but it still can move like that. And then we have this car, which is a one-person car. And it could move this if he goes faster, but you have to move them yourself. It's a cool car. This set took me about 30-40 minutes to an hour. So the coolest part about this set is when you pull this, the lights go down one by one until you hit go. To put them back, you push them in with your thumb, hold it upside down, and then put it through, like that. So yeah, this is a cool set. You use them, you race them. This one is honestly faster because, well, I don't know why, but it's just faster. So if any of you guys are interested in Minecraft, this would be a set you'd want. It's a more expensive set. It's a more expensive set, but it is an awesome set. It has every design you'll need. It has Steve, and his chest is filled with all the stuff you'd use to fight off the skeletons. It has a wooden axe, a stone sword, stone pickaxe, a stone axe, and some scissors used for shears. So they used the chest for an actual chest. And so Steve could go like this and fall into his bed and fall asleep. So the sheep, you could change out the wool so he would have no wool. But I like to keep it on wool. So the skeletons, the helmets, they don't clip on, but it has a enchanted bow and arrow and an enchanted helmet. Skeleton heads are square. It doesn't click on, but it's really hard to take off. And then we have two regular skeletons, which with regular bows. This one is standing on a lava mountain, and this one's standing, well, on the ground. Then there is a crafting table and a smelter. Here's the crafting table, and here is the smelter. You'd switch it around if you don't want it to look like it has fire in it, but I like to keep it on that. And then you have the pumpkin, which I honestly thought is a good design. So that's really it for my video today. Hope you like it and subscribe. Bye.